doesn't make sense now. Shit just got.
But more than I care about hurt feelings, I care about providing my people with facts and information that say that the current way of life for the majority of Black Americans is not serving us. I'm going off of the data and the facts. That is, I am not okay, and I don't think it's okay, that the vast majority of Black Americans, again, overpopulate, disproportionately occupy spaces that are not ideal, that make us vulnerable. I talked about the COVID, that make us vulnerable to death, disease, maternal health, all the things that y'all all talk about on this show every day. Now, if y'all are okay with the current positioning of Black America, that we are the lowest income, the lowest home ownership, the lowest educated group, then so be it. And let's just stop talking now and keep on going about our business. Envy, I'm not okay with it. So that is why I said what I said about addressing the bigotry of low expectations. It's the bigotry of low expectations around that. Low expectations is the reason why I have to submit that Black men are now going to HBCUs and college and generally at half the rate of Black girls and women. I don't think that's okay.
Shouldn't we address the system that put us in these positions?
We are addressing the system, but first we have to name it, Charlemagne. See, that's where people's feelings are getting hurt, is the fact that I am naming it. I am saying that it is not okay to bring C's and D's to your home and then expect to go on to higher education and acquire a higher skill set. And when you say that, that is hurtful to people, Envy. I'm acknowledging the pain. But somebody has got to start telling the truth to our people instead of low
average.
Okay,
I don't think
first of all, Charlemagne, let me finish this statement
because Uber drivers, bus drivers, I don't think any of those people are average or mediocre.
I'm not saying that the people are average. So let's slow it down.
I don't think the job is average.
The job is average.
I don't think
the job is average by definition. It says that most people can do it per the skill set. It also speaks to the income it commands. It speaks to scarcity and demand.
So
that's what we're talking
about. That are holding college degrees that have to drive Uber right now because
they're doing mediocre work. So Weezy, let me be very clear as to what I'm not saying. No, y'all got to listen to this. I am not saying that a piece of paper makes you a more valuable individual. I didn't say that. I don't believe that. I prove it to you. I let a lawyer go because when I was ready to go, where I was trying to go and vacation with him, your particular way of practicing law did not allow provision and protection.
But I think what's the real question is, if C's and D's aren't good enough, and you're saying that a higher education,
C's and D's are good enough?
What I'm saying is, you're saying a higher education also doesn't mean that. Then what do they have to do to be excellent? Because
exceptional.
I'm someone who did have C's, B's, A's. I own 3 businesses. I'm sitting here with all y'all, and shit, we all make 7 figures. Maybe I'm on the lower end of this as a mediocre person. It's like.
You don't know what I make. I don't make that kind of money.
I mean, why are you lying?
He probably makes 8.
Listen, you couldn't tell him about Weezy.
But Weezy, did you hear my story about my mother? Weezy, she doesn't have a college degree. My grandfather didn't, but she never did it.
I did hear about your mom.
Right, so she's not mediocre, but when she drove that bus, she was doing mediocre work. We can call her up and she'll say that. And that it's the framing.
But what do they have to do to surpass it then for you?
You have to do something, not for me.
But by your standards, because if Charlemagne is saying it's not mediocre or average, and the people listening feel like they're not, by your...
Okay, I just want people to stand on it. I want people to stand on it. If you are a person, and we're talking about Black America, and you feel as if you have maxed out your skill set, whether it's in the classroom or when you wake up in the morning and do whatever it is that you do, then God bless you, and I support and love you. I am talking to Black people that I know have a potential skill set that is untapped. So that's the difference between mediocre and exceptional. Not the piece of paper, not even the income. It's, are you complicit and complacent in what you are doing currently, or are you willing to go above and beyond and do the thing that most people won't do? By definition, Weezy, that's where exception lies.
Could be the nurse that drives Uber on the side. I think that's why
my father was a military. He was a mechanic. He was a bus driver. He was a police officer.
So he was exceptional. Your father was exceptional.
My mother worked at Guardian Life Insurance. I'm the first person in my family to go to college, first person to graduate from college, and my parents put me through college. So I don't look at them as mediocre. I don't look at them as average. They are exceptional, and they did what they did to get their kids through all this stuff.
What you said is so different than what I'm talking about.
And I am the same with them. And I am the same.
That is just not intellectually honest.
And the difference
is
what you said is, you want to encourage and you want to do this. I do the same thing without putting people down.
I'm not putting people down. I'm being very honest.
I think you are, and people have been saying, I don't think you're listening. Like, as much as you talk, you're not listening to what people are saying.
Listening. I'm not bothered by that, though. I'm not going to be shamed.
Because people are hurt and they have opinions. Just like you have your opinion, you can't talk over people and not let people talk.
But you're also interrupting me, Envy.
I'm not. I was talking. You keep talking to me. I let you speak, and then I just started talking.
Okay, you got it.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Y'all just saw that video. We're gonna go and talk about it because y'all also voted for this to be the topic of discussion today. Y'all, I ain't even gonna lie. Y'all got Miss Eboni in the middle of the street, barefoot, windmilling with y'all. And y'all kind of getting on my damn nerve too. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I'm starting to kind of get tired of this conversation because, like I said, literally, Inyala knew what she was doing. She set the dog whistle out. If it's not one conversation that get black people going, it's the damn conversation between pay rate and certain jobs that men and women should work and shit like this. So y'all, let me get my honest opinion. Like I said, it's just crazy how much this has blew up. But like I said, it's to be expected. And Yana knew what she was doing. I feel like that's why Ebony was looking the way she was looking when Iyanla even asked her, would she date a bus driver? Because she knew. She literally knew that this shit was gonna fucking turn left. Okay? Then I'm seeing a lot of people were saying, well, she's just, she's putting people down. Just like what DJ Envy says, basically putting words in her mouth because like I said, if y'all know in the original clip, sis just said she would not date a bus driver. If all she said is if he owns it. She didn't say his fucking mediocre ass, his ain't shit ass, like his low income having ass. Like, I was the one putting screenshots in my video showing y'all the motherfucking pay rate for bus drivers. That was me. That was not Ebony. I was showing y'all. Because like I said, for one, it's okay for women to have preferences. Like, let's stop with this bullshit. Then I had posted another little video earlier on this channel, but I ended up taking it down. I mean, because it wasn't my video. It was somebody else's video. I just didn't, I just took it down. But the lady was saying in the video, I might include it in this. I might not. I don't know. But basically, she was saying that we seen our people struggle growing up. I didn't see my mother struggle. I didn't see my grandmother. Well, my grandmother really ain't struggle that much. But I didn't see my aunt struggle and all this other stuff. Being with a man just because they wanted to say that they was with a man and married and stuff, and then all the time it's somebody with a regular average ass job and they was just struggling the whole time. We don't want that. The new generation of women coming up, we don't want that. And I feel like Iyanla was preaching that old school way of living. Like, okay, let's go and get the garbage man, baby. Let's go ahead and get the damn bus man. Let's get the janitor. Let's build them up to be something. Me personally, I'm at the stage of, I'm not at the stage of wanting to build a man up. I done been there, done that. That was my early 20s. Never again. Because it always kind of result in a slap in the face. When you build a man up, when you put so much energy into a man because you see the potential, you know that it's possible to want more out of life. If that person just don't want more out of life, they just don't. If somebody want to be a bus driver for the rest of their life, they just want to be a bus driver. But every woman in the world don't have to jump up and down and say, oh, let's pick the bus driver. They don't have to. And I think that's the problem. It's too many people coming out the woodworks. I'm seeing mostly men, but I know a lot of people were saying that some of the women are saying stuff too, which I haven't seen as much. It's few women out there that's like, they, got their pitchforks up too about the situation, but I see mostly black men saying something about this situation. I even seen people doing videos comparing what basically was saying, that she was aggressive in the way she talked. I just feel like even if she said it in a soft spoken tone, little voice tone, y'all still will be on her ass. Okay? And it's crazy because I've learned that I feel like black women, us as black women, we have to kind of be assertive a lot of times, even if we don't want to, because that's the only way people gonna listen. When you assertive, when you raise your voice a little bit, that's when they listen. But when you all quiet and being soft-spoken and all this other shit, it does not work. That works for other cultures, other races. That don't work for black women. We have to be assertive with how we talk. It seems like most of the time for people to freaking listen or understand, but they still find a way to still not understand sometimes. So Like I say, once again, still agree with her. Even when it comes to the other lady, I don't even know who the other lady was that was talking. She was on her ass too, talking somewhere. If he makes C's and D's, and if he go to college, and even if he go to college, like, girl, some women really be having the cape on strong for black men. I'm telling you, I know black men. I know some of y'all don't be thinking y'all the most protected. Y'all are literally the most protected. If anything really happened to a black woman, it's really less coverage. You barely have any, if not none, black men speaking on a situation, especially when it comes to assault. Baby, we ain't gonna get on that. It be quiet. But when it comes to anything that can trigger a black man, I'm telling you, it's gonna be men with the capes on, and it's gonna be black women with the capes on. Baby, it's crazy. It is crazy, and it be for a lot of situations that don't even need the capes being put on. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know some situations like, yeah, you should, march in the streets for it. But other than that, like I said, it's not the same reciprocated. Okay? Back to Ebony and DJ Envy. He's talking about his father and shit and his mother, and then he listing off the things that his father was doing. Just like Ebony said, that's not relatable to what she talking about, to what she comparing it to. You literally was saying all the things that your father was doing. So that clearly means that he just didn't want to be a bus driver. Like, do you hear yourself? He didn't just want to be a bus driver if he doing all these other things. So you're not even listening to what you're saying. You know? I just don't understand it, y'all. Like, this, like I said, this shouldn't even blew up this bad. But I can feel her. Like, if everybody seem like they coming at you, they talking shit, you kind of want to speak your point. Even though it's falling on deaf ears, you want to speak your point. And I'm also, y'all, at the end of this video, I'm going to include another clip of I think it's Mark Lamont Hill. He was speaking on the situation, and he spoke nothing but facts. That's the only person I've seen throughout this whole conversation on social media said anything that was facts when it come to black men with this. Like I said, people shouldn't be wanting their daughters, cousins, mothers, sisters to date lower than what they currently are. For one, because, she's a millionaire. She got bread, baby. She don't need to date a damn bus driver. Okay, that should be her choice. Me, I'm not a millionaire, baby, yet, but I wouldn't date a bus driver. Like I said, $23,000 a year, $11 an hour. That's not gonna help nobody in this economy. That's stressful. I don't care. You can be the greatest man. It's a no for me. Especially if you complacent in what you doing. Like, you don't want to improve. You don't want to go to school. You don't want to go online school. You don't want to do anything. You don't want to try to get another job that pays more and supports yourself, because like I told you in the last video, you got to start off with self first. If you're not even trying to do those things, baby, everybody not compatible. Let's just put it like that. Everybody not compatible. Everybody don't have to pick one soul type of man. If that's the case, we'll all be fucking sheep. We'll all wear the same thing every single day. We'll all have one track mind, and it'll be like a cartoon. Okay, you go in the closet, you pick up the same little outfit every single day, because everybody had the same mind. We all had the same jobs. We all be fucking bus drivers in the world, and nobody would date up because it's all the same people. But we are blessed to have all these different occupations. We're blessed to have all these different type of people. Black men, black women, we have different options. You don't have to settle. A lot of people got that mindset of, you should settle because, I guess in a way, people think like the dating pool is slim to none, which the dating pool is a little bit trash, but that don't mean you have to settle on that one person. Even when you get older, because she's an older woman. Okay? So she definitely shouldn't just be settling for somebody because they're a bus driver just because they love their job and they love their mama. Please go to hell. Please go to hell. Okay, what it sounds like is y'all want her to be comfortable with somebody shacking up with her, living on her couch, basically. Because if sis make more money than him, she really just gonna be taking care of him. Like I said, $23,000 a year. That's not taking care of nobody. That's giving you a 16-year-old and this your starter job. No, that's not helping. They may have did something back in the day, but not now. You damn near need a fucking $25 an hour job just to be comfortable in life right now. And once again, not to throw other races in this, but we have to sometimes. Like, nobody goes around to other races, and I think in particular white women, they parents tell them the day up. They mama tell them the day up. Okay, they not telling them, oh, you know what? Be with Jonathan because he a bus driver and he been on that job a long time, so I think he love it and he love his mama. That she not telling them that. She not telling her daughter that. So let's stop throwing that shit to only black women because we supposed to believe in struggle love. We supposed to build a man up. We supposed to just pour life into a man completely, even though it's draining us. We supposed to be that way. And yes, we're naturally what's the word? We're naturally like caretakers in a way. Like we'll feed the whole neighborhood if we got it. Okay? But we past that now. We're in a new era. We don't need to just be settling. Like I said, it's nothing wrong with being a bus driver. If you love all the bus drivers in the world, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. But to put your opinion on somebody else, to make it seem like they're wrong for saying the things that they saying, and then to put in words in their mouth, making it seem like they down in a profession or down in anybody that's a fucking bus driver is crazy. Y'all gotta stop. And I hope Ebony gets some rest after this because, like I said, sis was irritated. It's just getting more and more irritation. I can hear it in her voice. I'm irritated too, sis. This a mess. This a mess, and I need them to go ahead and let it go like Keisha Cole. Get over it. Go on, clock in to work the next day and get over this shit. Like, I'm just so tired of, people up in arms about dumb shit. Because it's actually dumb as hell if you're being honest. And once again, where is a young little bus driver at? Since she so gung-ho on I Date a Bus Driver, even though she said she want the prenup on the side and to save money stashed on the side, clearly don't trust the man. But where is her bus driver? I'm going to need Iyanla to pop out with a bus driver within a day or two. If sis don't pop out with a fucking bus driver, that should let you know right there. Like I said, she did the dog whistle. She got everybody on Ebony case. She should be the main one saying something in defense. But once again, like I said, she knew what she was doing. And y'all are probably in the crib laughing, lean back, eating on popcorn right now with her feet up. It was her fault that this conversation even started. But y'all hate when black women have better expectations for themselves. That's all it is. Y'all hate when we actually have a mind that we want better for ourselves, better for our children, a better lifestyle. Like, everybody don't want to just be in the same house for the whole rest of their life, same apartment for the whole rest of their life, same location, never going on trips. Because you ain't going on trips with a damn $11 an hour fucking pay rate. I don't know what trip you going on. If you go on a trip, baby, you been saving for some years. No. We want better. We want better. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I'm in full stance with Ebony. I know it's going to be somebody that come here to want to argue because somebody was trying to argue with me in the damn Chance the Rapper fucking video. This man came over here trying to argue with me. Ain't nothing gonna change my mind about what I said. I don't care if you use the trigger word, because black women this, and black women always want to do this. I don't give a fuck. Save that shit for another channel. I don't care. I'm not changing what I said. Like I said, we should be teaching our daughters, people coming up, even the older generation, that you do not have to settle. Back in the day, they had to settle. I mean, hell, women had to fucking fight for rights to even be able to work, to be able to vote. Like, they had to settle with the bus driver. It was no option. It was no other option. You had to settle. Now it's options. We picking B, C, and D. We're not going with A no more. All right, y'all. So y'all drop in the comments how y'all feel about this. Damn, my throat. My throat getting a little scratchy, so that means I need to go ahead and be quiet and wrap this up because I be getting worked up about shit like this because it's crazy that this conversation has been dragged out. But, you know, the media gonna soup it up. They gonna soup it up. They gonna get their bread and soup it up with the damn soup, baby. With the soup broth, baby. They ready. And I'm ready too. So y'all drop in the comments below how y'all feel about the situation. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and turn on post notifications because I will be doing more videos on this channel.
Joe, but before I let you go, I want to respond to my friend and colleague, Eboni K. Williams, who last week on her show said that she would not date a bus driver. She would date a guy if he owned a bus, but not if he was a bus driver. Here's my thoughts. First, we shouldn't be defining people by their labor. But there is dignity in all labor. Whether you drive a bus, whether you own the bus, whether you're the CEO, whether you're a worker, it doesn't matter. You're a human being with character and personality and ideas and interests. And that should be the primary thing that we ask when we're looking for relationships. Is this person good for me? So to me, that's more interesting. And if we only look for people who make the same amount of money, we're going to have some problems. At the same time, I feel you, Eboni. I understand completely why Eboni feels that way because black women are the only demographic of people in this country who are systematically expected to date below their education and their income. And so when a lot of you are mad at Eboni for responding, it's not because you have some grand character. It's because y'all think black women should have a lower bar. It's because y'all think that black women should just accept whatever they get and they should just be happy to have anything. And that speaks to how we understand and how we think of black women in this country. And finally, brothers, with some of our outrage, we got to be honest too. You know, some of y'all get degrees and y'all get fancy titles and y'all get a whole lot of money. And you not only don't date at your economic educational station, a lot of y'all don't even date black women. So you got to hold that L too.